What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? It's your boy, Wild Card Mar, and of course, Detroit Man.
What up, though?
Happy Labor Day! Happy Labor Day to your mama and your pappy, all
Your
you
mom
sons,
and them.
mama and them, cousin them, uncle them, family them, everybody
Hey,
that got
hey, hey, when I play that,
what?
when I play that, I know
Okay.
y'all barbecue. When I play that,
Yeah, where to play that? Who got the plate?
they need to invent it. They need to invent an app that can send you a plate, like Cash App a plate or something.
Gotta hit the cash app.
Send me a plate, man. Send me a plate.
Gotta hit the plate app.
Right,
Pass the plate.
right.
So hope everybody's enjoying their day off. Today is a day, Labor Day, where everybody gets to, enjoy themselves off. Well, except for us, here we are. We still grinding.
Have to work tomorrow.
Back to work tomorrow. Anyway, y'all know the deal. Going over to YouTube, I.O.W Sports Network is the page. Going over to Twitter, I.O.W Sports 1 is the page, is the address.
All
Going
right.
over to Instagram, I.O.W Sports Network is the address. And most importantly, going over to Facebook, I.O.W Sports Network is the address. Uh, public page specifically for you guys. So drop your sports take, drop your sports meme, get everybody laughing. You dig? That's what that's for. And of course, we do emphasize big time on the network part. So if you do have like a podcast, a regular podcast, sports podcast, or hell, you got a small business, please do not be shy. Do not be shy to go ahead and drop your address to let everybody know that you exist and that you have content, that you have a small business. So please go ahead and let everybody know. Drop that business right there. And then, of course, without further ado, hey, we're getting closer to football. It's Thursday, September 8th.
Yeah, man.
You will see the Buffalo Bills going to LA to kick off the NFL season. And guess what? For all you experts, so-called experts that think y'all know everything about football, think you could pick some games, put your money where your mouth is. All it costs is $10. $10 and gives you a chance to do the impossible. Run the gauntlet, defeat everybody, and not only walk away with $200 cash, but walk away with the championship belt. You really think about it? Take a look at this. Yes, y'all. It's your boy Welcome on here with some great news coming from I.O.W Sports. You want to be like previous winners, the inaugural champion, yours truly, Wildcard Mar? You want to be like last year's champion, Melvin Wall of Man Down Sports? Well, join this year's third annual I.O.W Sports Football Pick'em Contest. But unlike the first two previous champions who just won a championship belt, we're going to ante up this year. As well as receiving a championship belt, you will receive $200 cash prize. But in order to participate, you must pay a $10 entry fee. You can make those payments payable via Cash App, $ I.O.W Sports Network, all caps, via PayPal at KC Lamar, all caps, or via Zelle, kclamar2@gmail.com. In those messages, leave your first and last name and an active emailing account, because it is important that you leave us an active emailing account, because in order to receive the invite to join the official I.O.W Football Pick'em Group dashboard, you must have a valid email. All right? Hey, how can you beat that? This is your chance. This is your opportunity to prove that you know how to pick some NFL games. Test your wits. So, ladies, gentlemen, hey, let's pick some football and join quickly because September 8th is really, really close. And in order to participate, you must have all picks from week 1 all the way to week 18. Hey, until then, peace out. All right.
Peace out.
So y'all better get in.
Get it in.
Better get in. Jamel, Scroggs, what's up? How you
What's
doing?
up?
In the
What's
building. It's called DoorDash.
Hey, DoorDash don't give you grandma's cooking. DoorDash give you restaurant food. I want some of grandma's cooking.
Want some of that grandma cooking with
want
some of that grandma pudding.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey,
What your grandma look like? Oh, maybe.
There's a couple of grannies out there.
Oh, grandma out there be like,
Hey, I didn't saw a meme the other day. It's this Spanish grandma, Abuelita. She was over there trying to be hot in the pan. So, you know, she had that sofrito.
I got the sodico. Hot wheat with a vein in it.
Yankees just won. Judge hit number 54.
That must be mad.
It's cool. It's cool. Now we'll talk about them because we got to talk about them because they doing something that's on the precipice of called a collapse. So we'll talk about them in a second. But we got other things that we got to talk about. Scroggs, man. Hey, man, you need more day off so you can join us on the day show, man. You need more day offs. More Labor Days for you. Anyway. A lot of sports this weekend. A lot of sports. And, you know, we talked about a couple of things, but I feel it's necessary we kick it off with this because before we get to other things, I know we did kind of give her flowers last Thursday, but now that it's officially over, let's go ahead and give Serena Williams her flowers. And this is what she had to say after her last match.
Serena, this has been your stage. This is your moment. What would you like to say to your family, your friends, and all the millions of fans that are watching you around the world?
Oh my God, thank you so much. You guys were amazing today. I tried, but I just played a little bit better. Thank you, Daddy. I know you're watching. Thanks, Mom. Oh my God. Just thank everyone that's here, that's been on my side so many years, decades. Oh my gosh, literally decades. But it all started with my parents, and they deserve everything. So I'm really grateful for them. Oh my God, these are happy tears, I guess. I don't know. And I wouldn't be Serena if it wasn't Venus. So thank you, Venus. She's the only reason that Serena Williams ever existed. So I don't know. Everyone from Jill to Isha to my sister Lynn to my husband to Olympia to Jameer. For everyone in that box, Eric, Renee, Alexis, just Christy, Derek. It's been a fun ride, and it's been the most incredible ride and journey I've ever been on, in my life, and I'm just so grateful to every single person that's ever said go Serena in their life. I'm just so grateful because, yeah, you got me here.
Well, on behalf of the whole tennis community, we thank you for letting us be part of this journey and watching greatness for the last 25 years. It's been remarkable. before I let you go, the quality of this match was unreal. Is there any chance you'll reconsider?
I mean, I'm literally playing my way into this and getting better. I should have started sooner this year. I don't think so, but you never know. I don't know.
Well, we hope so. You will be missed, but we will remember and have the best memories. Simply the best, Serena Williams. Congratulations on an incredible, extraordinary career.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.
Shout out. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to Don. Thanks for tuning in, man. We're going to get to that Eagles-Lions matchup in a second.
Yeah, we're going to get to the Eagles-Lions matchup.
We'll get to that. But appreciate you tuning in, though, bro. But yeah, man, I think Serena deserves all of the accolades she got.
All the praise.
All the praise, all of it. But I think she needs to stay retired. Don't come out of retirement. Enjoy your family.
Yeah.
You know,
sit it down.
Sit it down. Enjoy your family. Because here's the thing, man. You see a lot of athletes, they don't know when to sit down.
They don't know when to hold them.
Right.
Know when to fold them.
And the problem, know when to walk away.
Yeah.
And the problem is,
sometimes y'all niggas better run.
You know, you have your family right there. You raise your kid. Should have got one child for raise your child. You know, and if you decide to have another one, you have time to do that. Yeah. You know, you so busy playing sports and everything, you gonna miss out on all that.
Not only does she have the time now to do it, she got the finances.
And you got the finances, right?
To just do whatever she really cared to do. Because it's not like she's not some of her endorsements aren't going to continue. Even though she's not playing, I'm pretty sure.
You got a point, Matt. You got a point, Ant. But you know my thing is, let them talk. She did enough that she don't have nothing. She don't have nothing to prove. She don't have nothing to prove.
And look, I'm glad somebody said it because we got to be honest. And look, all right. So here's my thing. Now I'm just talking about Serena in just this match in general.
Mm-hmm.
Just this match in general. You saw flashes of the greatness of Serena, then you saw the reason why she needs to retire.
Right.
In this match. This whole match. Because this is why she needs to retire. Old Serena back in the days would have closed out that match in 2 sets.
Right.
Because she had Shorty down in the first set, let her come back, and then Serena won the second set, and then it went to the third set, and Serena just got cast out. Oh, and you kept seeing her like literally when she kept going down in the third set, you like, I know it's some magic coming. Serena's about to pull it out.
Right.
And it's about to happen, and it just never did. But you saw she went down with a fight, and you know, I'm pretty sure after the match, Serena looked at the match like, damn, I let that first set go. And that should have been a 2-set match, and I should have been moving on to the next round and kept this story going. And yeah, you should have. All right, let's be frank and be honest about the match. Serena should still be in the U.S. Open because she let that match go.
She did, but like I said, man, you done enough that you don't have to prove nothing.
Oh no, she done enough that she ain't got to
prove nothing. You're gonna get people talking about like Ant mentioned, you're gonna get people to say stuff like that, like, oh, she went out on the loss, and they're gonna be talking about the loss and who cares?
Yeah. She went out in style, she went out in grace, went out with class.
Right.
She should have won. I mean, like I said, look, the sports fan in me says like, yo, Serena should still be having the storybook little moment going. Because she did herself in. She did. But barring Serena, I give Tomljanovic, I give Shorty her credit.
Oh yeah.
She played hard, she played tough. And people gotta realize in that moment, you literally got 30,000 people cheering for one person. You might have got 5-10 people choosing for you.
Right.
Other than her family, that whole crowd was for Serena. Look, Serena, that whole week last week, brought everybody out. Spike Lee brought his raggedy old ass out, looking like he's still courtside on the Knicks game with his old, I don't know, pinstripe, whatever, jumpsuits, whatever the hell he was wearing.
Look like Mars Blackman.
Yeah, she had Russell Wilson, Sierra in the box with her. Tiger Woods was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tiger Woods, y'all. Saquon Barkley was in the building. Athletes from literally all sports, entertainers. Man, hey, this is how I know Serena's to go. She brought the trap rappers out.
Right.
Anytime you bring Pusha T out, and Pusha T know about pushing keys and shit in Virginia. Well, I don't know if he know about tennis. And so he's sitting there. He at the match. I don't think he know how the game goes, but he was there. You
right, man. I mean, you right, Mel.
You got.
I was in the building too.
You got Pusha T. You got the trappers coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So look, this is one thing that Serena is doing. She's getting everybody excited about the game of tennis. She had everybody excited that whole week last week about just her and tennis and what she has done and look, and this is why I hope she stays retired, because she left with a actually good enough taste in her mouth that we like, all right, it ain't gonna tarnish her legacy.
No,
because we got the good of her career. You saw that she still was competitive, still was athleticism, but you saw the reason why she needs to retire, because old Serena want to close that match out. Old Serena, no, for real, old Serena want to.
I'm laughing at Mel. I'm laughing at Mel. Yeah, about 8 balls and flipping birds.
She had everybody out, man.
Right.
She had everybody out because I think everybody is in that moment and they realize it. This is greatness. This more than likely going to be the last time we see it.
Right.
In a competitive atmosphere. All right. I'm pretty sure Serena might come around and do them celebrity tennis shits and appearances and all that. But I'm talking about competitively. This is the last time we will probably see her competitively. And she gave a hell of a performance. Should have won. Besides that. But like I said, you got to give Tomljanovic her credit. A woman that had the whole 30,000 fans against her. I know a lot of people that would have folded in that moment.
Well, I won't necessarily say it was against her. Just more was for Serena.
Well, come on. Well, if they for Serena, they ain't for her.
Here's the thing. I mean, because you make it sound like this, like boo her. It's more like
no, they weren't booing.
Yeah,
but
it was Serena's moment.
In the moments that the crowd felt that Serena needed some energy push from the crowd, they made sure they gave it to her.
Right.
They made sure that they emotionally gave her whatever she needed to push through at any moment. Because I'm saying, look.
But I ain't never played or went to a tennis match. I played tennis for a minute, just for the exercise. I wasn't good at it.
Nah, tennis ain't easy, bro.
I played for exercise. That's all it was for when I was in high school.
I leave that to.
That's a good question, and I don't know.
What's that question?
He said, "You think Tiger Woods gonna get the same outcome?" I mean, I think he deserves it. Well,
we got to remember, Serena and Tiger pretty much was doing almost the same thing at the same time. Right. We got to remember, they are playing sports that are not played by a lot of black folks. Let's just be honest and frank.
And they brought a lot of black folks to the sport.
And they brought a lot of black folks to the sport. Mm-hmm. So they both, in a sense, did the same thing around the same time.
Yeah, you got a good point, Matt.
And not only that, they won.
That's the key.
Won.
That's the key.
There's a key to it. It's one thing to be I understand being like a Jackie Robinson, kind of breaking color barriers and things like that. But there's a difference between being a Jackie Robinson and being a Jackie Robinson that has Michael Jordan tendencies, that is winning. So is you got to be dominant and groundbreaking at the same time. That's what they were. I mean,
what you have to. I mean, you have to look at it too. They had to be that because they wasn't that. They would have gotten no respect for it.
None.
And at the same time, that's all people were talking about. So it had to be dominant. It's just how it was. Because the fact they breaking into a sport that is not played predominantly by people of color.
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, I'll be frank. I wasn't even thinking nothing about. I wasn't thinking nothing about tennis until Tiger Woods. Like, or I mean,
you mean golf?
Yeah,
I was playing tennis too.
No, I ain't playing.
You know? It ain't gonna be nothing but blonde white women and dudes in blonde wigs discussing as Becky and Hacker That's a Tiger light.
Hey, regardless, hey, I get what Mel's saying because to a degree you are 100% right. Because I don't know how much of the actual black community that Tiger Woods is interacting with. Just being frank, just being honest.
Only ones that sign their shoes and carry the bags.
Well, it looks like we got the answer to that one.
The only ones he interact with.
I mean, Anthony's stupid, dog. They'll be coming from swimming as soon as they heat that water.
And then they waterproof bags right here.
I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. Something wrong with y'all. But I mean, look, respect to the GOAT, Serena Williams.
Right.
And you know what I loved about her piece, and we talked about it last Thursday. I love the fact that she said without Venus there would be no Serena. I'm glad she said that.
And she gave props to her mom and dad.
As a given, but I'm glad that she made sure that she made it clear that people need to understand. Put some respect on goddamn Venus Williams' names too. Right? Put some respect on Venus because even the great Serena herself recognized that there had to have been somebody to help pave the way. And it happened to be her own sister, a few years older than her. And just a few years done before her. So she even recognized that there had to been somebody that had to take those, I guess, social bullets. Because I'm pretty sure Venus had to hear some shit being in a very predominant white sport.
Was like, why you ain't got no ass like your sister? What ass say?
So I mean, you know,
sister started it, and then Serena came after. Yep.
Yeah. Look, Venus started it, and Venus had her moments where she was dominant too. But Serena came in, and because of her physical makeup is much bigger and stronger than Venus, she took it to another level. So,
and you notice that, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said last week when we were talking about it, you know, and it's because you notice her dominance in her physical physique. When she walks in the room, you notice that.
Hey, let me ask you this. Where does Serena rank on the all-time athlete list? Because if you ask me, I think she got to be in the conversation, man or woman. She got to at least be in the conversation.
She's up there because of what she did for her sport.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put her up high because of what she did for her sport. Where, I don't know. I have to really think about that to really give a good answer. But I will say she should be high up there because of what she did for her sport. And it kind of remind me when Mel was talking about on his podcast about superstars. You know, and don't get me wrong, if Mel's still on, he can correct me, but somebody was saying something on a podcast about they NBA superstars only like had 6. There's only 6 superstars, the rest are just stars and supporting cast. And I was listening to it, and I don't disagree with having a stringent list of who you call superstars. I guess that I think, and this is my personal opinion, I think that we are intertwining the word superstar and elite player. I think there should be a distinct difference. I think what we call superstars.
Yeah, but is a superstar not an elite player?
Well, I'm saying it should be a difference because to me, when I think of star,
Mm-hmm.
someone who's a superstar, I don't necessarily correlate with their basketball skills, because someone who's a superstar is how recognizable are they?
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because
Like
you think about it,
marketability.
because yeah, some people are marketable and recognizable, but not as gifted as other players. Like if you put this person picture up and somebody that not necessarily follow NBA basketball and say, I know that person, I know who that is, they can call that person out.
That's
To
a
me,
star.
that's a star or a superstar, because they supersede the sport.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I think there's a distinct difference.
So then you would describe Michael Jordan as a star and a elite athlete.
He's a superstar and elite athlete.
Okay.
Yeah, because anywhere you go, you're gonna recognize Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has the skill to back it up. Where, go ahead.
When you go by your definition, I see what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be a star, have marketability, recognizable,
Mm-hmm.
but you may not be in that elite echelon of your own sport.
I think Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is an elite player when it comes to defense, but he's not an all-around gifted player.
Overall, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's still a superstar because people outside of basketball recognize him.
He has certain elite abilities, but doesn't make him an elite basketball player.
Right. And that's
what you're saying.
I think it more aligns with that. So I think when going back to whoever that person was, I wish I could remember who it was. I saw it earlier this morning. I was like half asleep when I saw it, but when I listened to the podcast. But whoever that was, she was more given about their skill set, this and that. And I was like, well, that's not really a superstar to me. To me, that's more of an elite player.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, go ahead.
No, kids. No. I didn't mean to cut you out. I just saw Matt's
Defiant athlete. Yeah,
defiant athlete. So when I think of athlete, I think of off bat somebody that has the physical, athletic abilities that not one they can dominate their sport, but have the ability to be at the top level of other sports. And I think Serena has that athletic ability that she can transfer from other sports if she had chose to do that route. I mean, obviously that comes to my mind off gate is Deion Sanders.
I think an athlete. I think athlete is the bare minimum. So what I mean by that is like if you are competing in a sport and you have the physical ability to compete in that sport, you're an athlete. You know what I'm saying? That necessarily mean you have to be top tier, because there's a lot of people that are athletes but not great athletes. I mean, just give you an example.
Babe Ruth wasn't a great athlete. Come on now. Let's be honest.
He had good eye hand.
But I'm saying he had good eye hand coordination.
Yeah, Bo Jackson's an elite athlete.
Oh yeah, Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, we got to give props to what's his name? He played for the Braves and the Falcons. Brian Jordan. He played both sports.
Mm-hmm.
But look, there's a hell, Madison Bumgarner was a hell of a player in football and not just baseball. Allen Iverson,
Charlie Ward.
Yeah, Charlie Ward won a Heisman in football, and then got drafted
Iverson
to
played
the
football and basketball.
Yeah, and Iverson has said numerous times that I probably should have went the football route. I'd have been more electrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine that on the football field,
right?
like they're saying AI was Mike Vick before Mike Vick,
right?
So down in the Hampton Roads area, down there in Newport News and all that shit. So Jimmy Graham played basketball. Tony Gonzalez played basketball. Antonio Gates. I mean, look, to me is just pure athleticism that can translate to not just one but multiple sports. And I think Serena, could have done that. Obviously, LeBron James could have been a great football player. So I mean, it's Kobe wanted to play soccer. So Chad Johnson, he's done it.
Michael Jordan
Randy
wanted
Moss.
to play baseball.
Yeah.
He wanted to play baseball.
He was slowly getting better before he went back to basketball. He was slowly getting better. He was all right. I'm just saying he was all right. I'm saying, look at the documentary. He was actually starting to heat up and get the hang of it. And then he's like, they calling me. Yeah. Come on back to the basketball streets. Come on back. But no. Look, much respect to Serena. Same respect to Tomljanovic for being very tough-minded in that situation where you got literally a whole 30,000 fans rooting for your opponent. I mean, you can't when tooting your horn goes wrong. This guy right here.
Yes, and playing baseball.
I can't with this guy. I can't with that.
Thank you for that information, Matt.
Thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
But again, shout out to Serena. What a career! Hell of a career. Definitely will go down as literally one of the biggest icons in tennis history, without a doubt. Her and her sister. Whenever Venus decides to sit it down.
So you're just gonna keep going with it, huh?
I'm gonna let them roll, man. I'm just, and we'll just flash his comments up. We'll let him, toot his own horn a little bit.
I was waiting on you, Mel.
So he said there is star, then all-star, then superstar. Superstars have generational talent, are one of one, and has mastered their craft.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. He said that on the show.
That's fair.
And I don't disagree with that. I just think that when I
levels to this shit.
When I think of star, though, I think you add in the notoriety, the ability to be recognized. Mm-hmm. I think of what your definition means. I think more of athlete, elite athlete, and whatever levels you want to put on that.
Yeah,
I just think that sometimes they get convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. No, I hear you, because I mean, there's certain people that people label stars, and I'm like, they're not there yet. They're not there yet, or they superstar, or I'm like, they're not there yet. Like let it maturate, let it come around, and we'll see. But there's levels to this shit.
White boy's gonna roll, kind of like Lamar wearing shades into his breath.
Hey, quit hating on my new style, bro. I've been liking my new style. Wearing my shades inside.
Makes them notable in the public eye. That's called being famous. All right.
Being famous. Okay. Oh, so just having fame instead of being a star. Okay. I mean, Mel got levels to his shit. I ain't mad at you, Man Down Sports. No, for real. Go check out Man Down Sports. Go get him a like, share, follow on their YouTube and Facebook page as well. So definitely. Mel just had a birthday.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday, my man.
Mr. Man Down himself, Melvin Wall. You got a couple of more days to sign up for that pickle, man. You talking about you gonna defend your status as champ. So what you gonna do? Anyway, speaking of football, man, we had just a boatload of football.
Man,
just a boatload of football.
Good games, bro. We got some good. You talking about college, right? Oh,
college. Yeah, but before we even get to that, college broke the news on some other stuff that they got going on. And what better way than to hear from the mouth of the South, Paul Feinbaum.
About the CFP, and that is what it's interesting. There are some conflicting reports now about when it will begin. Some indicate it could be 4 years from now. There are others who are not positive. This news is literally just breaking, so it's a little bit difficult. So this is the expectation that it will start in 2026. There could still be some tweaking, but when we left the air yesterday, it just did not seem likely that if they expanded, a group that often can't shoot straight and walk at the same time would be able to make it happen anytime sooner. So we have a playoff. We just don't have it anytime soon. And I think that's really the disappointment here. It's great that there will be a 12-team model, but why it's taking that long, we're not sure. And by the way, I know Thamel said that but there are some other people reporting at this hour that it could start earlier. We'll hold our fire on that until we get more information. So that is incredibly important news, though, and I think the date is perhaps the most important. How did we get to this point is really very interesting. Mark Keenum, who is the president at Mississippi State, he's also the head of the management council, really pushed the presidents to go back to work, to continue to work on this after the 5 Power 5 commissioners, not all I might add, but were unable to make a deal primarily because of the Big Ten, the ACC, and the Pac-12. You remember it was a little bit more than a year ago that it appeared that we were ready to begin this as early as 2023, and then the Big Ten got in the middle of it. If you remember, they formed an alliance with the ACC and the Pac-12. Now we all have a pretty good idea of what was behind that alliance. It was obviously the Big Ten trying to open the door for future negotiations with its media partners. But none of that really matters right now. What matters is the fact that it has been approved according to media reports, and exactly when it will begin is open for conversation right now.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.
Bones.
I'm laughing at Bones.
Bones. Nah. Hey, shout out.
Talk about that.
We'll get to JSU, man, and get some patience, bony homie. Get some damn patience. Damn. So college football playoff getting expanded from 4 teams now to 12, expected to start as early as 2024, no later than 2026. Man, thoughts, man?
I mean, you knew this was coming. So I'm not surprised. When they first started the playoffs, you had people complaining about the people on the outside looking in.
It ain't enough.
It ain't enough. They talking about expanding. They expanded it to 6. When the 6 they expanded to from 4 to 6. If I'm mistaken.
No, they it's always been the 4. They was talking about expanding it to 6.
Well, I know they kept talking about expanding because they had teams on the outside looking in, and I always say it's not gonna be a perfect system ever. Because once you go to 12, there's gonna be somebody outside 12 looking in. It's always gonna be somebody outside looking in because it's a lot of teams. You gotta think about it, a lot of teams, so everybody not gonna play each other, and then it's always gonna be stacked heavy. Right now, it's the ACC. And then as time go on, it's going to shift to another conference, going to have a dominance. It's going to switch to another conference and have a dominance. But that's if those conferences stay together. Because Pac-12, like, they just getting folded in. You know what I'm saying? What's the other one? The Big 12, they definitely getting folded in. So it's
I don't know. The Big 12 trying to absolve the rest of the Pac-12 as UCLA and USC leaves for the Big Ten.
Who's left that you want?
At this point, you just got to absolve the conference because it's no point for that.
All the powerhouses now are in 2 conferences. You got the ACC and the Big Ten.
SEC.
That's what I meant to say. I meant to say SEC. You got the SEC and the Big Ten when it comes to football. Outside those 2 conferences, there's no one really that's come close unless Florida State and Miami get back to their prominence. But besides that, outside those, there's none that comes close outside those 2 conferences. So really, where everybody else does, it doesn't matter. They better get into one of those 2 conferences. Period. Yeah, I agree with you, man. That's what I'm saying. Football. The color of basketball is different.
Yeah. It's a total dynamic, but now you're talking about the football dynamic because it's what's bringing in majority of that money for most of these universities. And now you're talking about going from 4 teams to 12. All that means, all right, look, when I saw it, all that means is more money, which is
More TV time.
more TV time. But I, as a fan, it's more football. So give me the more football. I'm cool with it. I'm not hurt by it.
12 teams. Here's what 12 teams will do. I think 12 teams are, if you that team that's always like on a bubble and always missing it, you'll get in the playoffs.
So if you go all the way to the end, you're probably playing around 15 or 16 games a year.
Right.
Which in hindsight, I mean, you're playing 17 regular season games in NFL plus a playoff push. You're probably going from 17 to 20 games. So, and you might as well, if you're a top prospect, you might as well get conditioned for it. Shit. I'm just saying. Here's one thing that really trips me out that a lot of people don't talk about is you look at the durability of rookies in the NFL. They're not used to playing 17 smash mouth physical games in a year. They're not used to it. There's no wonder why there's a lot of injuries that happen to rookies. They're not conditioned for it.
Right.
They're just not. And so realistically, the college game, NCAA, is a farm system for the NFL. They have the draft every year. We watch it. They made it a big ordeal. It is the farm system for the NFL. So eventually, what do? You see, they do it in baseball. Minor league mirrors major league because you have to get conditioned for what the eventual final level is. So it's more money. My only thing about the money part is with how they're going to trying to find a way to structure this NIL. Are these players getting a cut of this money that's about to be made? All these TV deals, because now you're going from like maybe $4 or $5 billion a year that the college football brings in. Now you're talking about maybe 10 to 11, 12. It's an increase in money. So, can these players get some of this? That's all I'm saying.
Say you got the NIL, make it work.
But still, they are the product. So if you're not going to pay the producers of the product, then what's we doing? That's all I'm saying about the money part. But as a fan of football, hey, it's more football.
It's more football. But as a person who remember the BCS, which is garbage.
Oh my God.
Then come this playoff system. I forgot what was before the BCS, but the BCS is like just stands out in my head because that junk was just horrible.
Well, before the BCS was the AP rankings, and
that's what it was the AP rankings. Yeah, by the end, that wasn't great because you had a coaches poll that have them somewhere else, and then the AP have them somewhere else, and then you had that dispute going on, and it didn't work.
I think BCS had some damn weird ass formula
that stuck in the computer. The computer spit out somebody be like, why? What? So anyway, so I like the idea of a playoff. I do like that. But you're never going to get a pure playoff like you do in professional sports because it's too many teams.
It's a lot.
It goes back to like the Boise State argument. When Boise State was good, where would they fit in that?
Well, in this formula, they're saying
now they'll get in. But I'm saying,
because now what they're saying now is that they're saying it's a obviously 12 teams. It'll be 6 conference champions, and then it'll be 6 at larges. So pretty much the scale that they broke it down to last week or last year's. So pretty much Bama would have still been 1, obviously SEC champion. Right. Michigan would have been number 2, Big Ten champion.
Right.
And they're going ranked by strength of schedule or something like that. Of the champions,
right?
Of the 6 champions. Cincinnati would have been 3, as they were the American Conference champion. Baylor would have been 4, because they were the Big 12 champion.
Right.
And The other champion was Pittsburgh, the ACC, but they were ranked 12th.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Utah, who was a Pac-12 champion, was ranked 11th. So, if you're a champion of a lesser conference, you're not even ranked in the top 6.
Right.
So I guess that produces some type of parity, but I mean, they're trying to do something.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction.
But still,
Matt said 8 was good enough. I think at least this way you would get some teams that normally wouldn't get a chance to get in. But like in college football, it's not like the pros. In the pros, you can be a lesser team and go on and get hot and maybe beat a team that's better than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In college ranks, that very seldom happens. Very seldom.
So here's my only beef about having 12. My thing is like, to me, there's such a huge difference between 1 and 12 in that grouping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you group the closer ones together. So like, if you're ranked 12, you should be playing somebody in the 10 or 11 category, and vice versa as you move up. So as they win, you're still getting closer matchups. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so here's the matchups that they were based off in last year's seedings. So in round 1, you would have had Ole Miss, who was ranked 8th, would have went against Oklahoma State, who was ranked 9th.
That'll work.
Then you would have had number 5 Georgia, would have went against number 12 Pittsburgh. I think they would have dog walked.
That slaughtered them.
Yeah, they slaughtered them. Then you had 6th ranked Notre Dame against 11th ranked Utah. I think that's a toss up.
You say who else? Utah? Who else?
11 Utah versus 6 Notre Dame.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I say it's a toss up, a more closer game. Then you would have had number 7 Ohio State against number 10 Michigan State.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to. Oh, you said Michigan State?
Yeah. So
you already played though.
So then you would have had Michigan waiting the winner of Michigan State, Ohio State. That'd have been a good matchup. I mean,
I won't see that again. You know what I'm saying? As a fan, not. I mean, just as a fan of the sport itself.
You say that, but come on, you know damn well Michigan, Ohio State in the championship playoff scenario in a situation.
It's been a good game. Don't get me wrong.
The story writes itself. I mean, that's TV ratings. What are you talking about, man?
I'm not. See, no, I'm looking at it from a point of I just want to see. All right, Michigan already played. They already beat Ohio State. Now I'm play somebody else.
I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, we talking about making money, dog.
I mean, I'm sure it make money because of the rivalry.
The rivalry would sell itself. It would have game day ready to go to Ann Arbor and park their truck and park their shit up and set up camp and had everybody tripping and acting a damn fool and partying like hell and crazy, and jokers would have been partying at the crib, tailgating, and look, that would have sold itself. Okay, so then Cincinnati would have waited the winner of Notre Dame, Utah. That'd have been a good matchup.
That'd be a good game.
Baylor would have waited the winner of Georgia and Pittsburgh, so more than likely Georgia. I think that's still a slaughter. And then Alabama would have waited the winner of Ole Miss in Oklahoma State. So I mean, you get some interesting matchups. I just think that if you look at some of the parity in this, like Alabama, like your top tier teams are just vastly better than your lower seeds. To me, I don't think it would have made a difference if it was 4-12. The top teams would have still bashed the hell out of the lower seeds.
Now, I do think that now, but I think back at the time, you had a little more parity in the league. You know, like I said, when Boise was pretty good, Oklahoma was pretty decent. Now it's kind of like it's here and here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different now. I think back then when they first was talking about it, you had a little closer in far as competition.
Yes.
Now I think it's just. I mean, you know, it's just way vast difference.
I hate to say it, but it's like it's Ohio State taking on whoever ends up being the best SEC team that year.
That's usually how it be.
I mean, I want to say Clemson, but you know, ever since Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence left, I don't know if Dabo Swinney knows how to coach anymore. So I know, no, I'm being dead serious. We'll see tonight. Obviously, as they take on
I think I
they
played
take
so
on
late.
they take on Georgia Tech.
I watch a little bit of it. I ain't gonna watch all of it.
So I mean, it's to me,
TCU, right?
To me, it's this is when your lower seeds, you got to do a better job at booking a tougher schedule at the beginning of your schedule. Even if you lose, like you still got to put some tough teams in there you got to bolster up your strength of schedule, and even if you lose, like go out in a close game and still show that you can compete with these top teams.
Let me ask you this question. Say Deion Sanders gets his program to a degree where he's bringing in 5-star recruits all the time
on a regular basis,
and they just slaughtering everybody in the MAC and the SWAC.
FCS, yeah, because they FCS.
Do you bring them into the picture of this championship discussion?
You would what you would have to do, you would have to put I'm not
talking about bring them physically, I'm talking about far as the discussion.
Unfortunately, they're an FCS school. Deion would have to apply his school to be an FBS school, Division I school, and align himself in the conference. Hell, he can even go to the Sun Belt and win that conference.
Yeah, I think so.
He don't have to jump into a first of all, don't
Big Ten.
Look, I know you want to jump into the SEC because obviously at that point, if you're pulling 5 stars on a regular basis, like at Alabama, you're going to be able to compete to a certain degree. I mean, you're still talking about a machine, and at that point, and I'm not saying that it's not possible because I think obviously we see what Deion Sanders. Look, sidebar. This is how dynamic Deion Sanders has really done for this whole HBCU movement, man. Well, obviously, one, his voice was able to help Jackson, Mississippi, in this whole water crisis little situation that they got going on. So that's some transcendent shit right there.
Right.
All right. Where obviously people recognize you for what you did on the field, but now that what you're doing at Jackson State, you transcended that whole realm of just college football. You transcended that. And now you saw NFL Network had another college. They had Winston-Salem State and Central State. You know, they are other FCS HBCUs. They got a chance to shine. And ESPN had other numerous games. Bethune-Cookman, unfortunately, they got drawn by Miami.
But they always play a game.
Yeah, they always play that game. But they televise it. Who else did they have? They
had UNC and FAMU last week.
Yeah, UNC and FAMU was last week, and then FAMU and Jackson State. They put that on 3:00 on Sunday.
Man, Hunter looked good,
bruh. Not only that, Shador looked good.
Man,
Shador looked good.
Deion got them boys playing, bruh.
He got them playing, man.
They better be Alabama State this year.
Oh, bro, that's gonna be who else? Who else got they shine? North Carolina Central and North Carolina A&T. They was down in Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte.
Yeah,
for the Duke's Mayo Classic. So, I'm not sure all this. I'm not sure all this HBCU movement or praise gets done because of
See,
Dion.
this is the problem, because I brought that up what I said earlier to bring this part up.
Yeah.
For more, here's the issue that I don't want to say issue, but for lack of a better word, I'm gonna say that his success is good, but I don't want his success to move him out of what he's doing. So, like, because when I brought it up, I just want to see what you're gonna say. Because here's the thing: if he applies for an FCS school, if he applies for SEC or whatever, Sun Belt, that takes away what he's doing for HBCU.
For that actual
right.
division or
well, just for the HBCUs in general as a whole.
Well, I don't know, bro, big bro. Like, that's still an HBCU school, still put on a bigger scale.
Yeah, but then you taking away. So here's the thing. Here's my thing. Okay, you put them in. Say you put them in the Sun Belt. Let's just use that example.
Yeah.
All right, you get more TV coverage and everything, but what about the rest of the teams? Because back in the day, outside of Grambling and Southern, you didn't even see them on TV.
Yeah, you get the Bayou Classic every year.
You get the Bayou Classic, you'll get that. But outside of that, you didn't really see HBCUs on TV.
No, I do remember BET attempted to do it. They were the only.
That's a different discussion, Bonnie. That's a different discussion about what you're saying. He's saying that HBCUs in general should move up. Yeah, if they do it collectively, I think it's a good thing. But if one school does it and the rest doesn't, I think it's bad.
Yeah, but hold on, man. So you telling me you want Deion Sanders in Jackson State to just keep getting all these 5-star recruits, being one of the best recruiting schools, have all these top athletes, and just continue to beat the shit out of other HBCUs? No. What I'm saying is I want to see them go beat some of them big dogs. I want to see them beat some of the big dogs.
You're talking about two different discussions. One discussion, I'm saying, if I'm Jackson State, you gotta do what's best for your school. That's one discussion, and I'm not disagreeing with that. That's one discussion, but I'm talking about for the totality of HBCUs. If you move Deion and them out, that's leaving them basically to die. No one's gonna. Everybody start watching them. I don't want to say everybody, but people outside of our community start watching them more because of Deion.
So are you saying if Deion and them just move up by themselves, that the focus of HBCU will be strictly just on Deion and Jackson State?
For the most part, yes.
Okay, that's fair.
For the most part. I mean, you're gonna get few people that's gonna follow the HBCUs because you got that anyway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our parents went to HBCUs.
Yeah.
My mama went to Tennessee State, my aunt went to Tennessee State, my cousin went to Tennessee State. So they go to all the Tennessee State homecomings, all that. They do that. I remember that as a kid, all of them going there. So they're going to follow that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get that. But outside our community, nobody was really rocking with them like that. You had a few here and there. Deion brought eyes to HBCUs, to the whole thing. So my thing is, now, as Jackson State, you do what's best for Jackson State. If it means you getting all these 5-star recruits, and you want to play better talent, do that. But my thing is, try to bring people with you if you can. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, hey, you're not wrong, but I mean, I still, for me, his success can inspire other HBCUs to kind of go the same route. Obviously, you see Tennessee State, they get Eddie George. Grambling gets Hugh Jackson, so they're getting NFL familiar names. So I mean, we talked about it before. I as long as everybody else is trying to compete with Deion on the HBCU level, and they up their recruitment and their coaching staff and their facilities and their finances, and they start being able to, because Deion is literally changed. Not only is he changing Jackson State, he's flipping Jackson, Mississippi. He's bringing money in.
Oh yeah. Here's another thing too, I would say, and I'm trying to think the way to say it without being taken wrong, but
just say it. Well, I mean, obviously we'll know what you mean.
Here's my thing. It goes back to what my grandfather used to tell me And my dad always tell me, when we get stuff, we always chase other people once we get it. You know what I'm saying? We get money, we go try to find places that we quote unquote supposed to be the better places. You know what I'm saying? We get other things, we get things that we go the European way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is too, on top of that, should we just stay and focus on making HBCU a better product? HBCUs a better product. I'm throwing these out as topics of discussion. I'm not saying what's right or wrong.
Oh well. I feel what you're saying, because you want to elevate not just one but all of HBCUs,
Mm-hmm.
and even if Jackson State is the spearhead of this movement, then so be it. Somebody has to start it.
Yeah.
You know, somebody has to start it, and obviously Dion is the big name enough and the big fish enough to get a conversation like this started. Hell, he's already done it, and
Right.
it's such a short amount of time, because not only one, he's good, he's putting 10, 11 win teams together too, so he's also winning.
He's winning.
So yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's going to be a domino effect, and there's nothing wrong with elevating all the HBCUs. But once we get all the HBCUs elevated, I don't also see an issue with Dion turning around and say, "Hey, I think we've mission accomplished on elevation of not just Jackson State, but Tennessee State, Grambling, Southern, North Carolina Central, A&T. You go down the list.
So can we bring our conference into the fold? So to join another conference, let's bring our whole conference into
bring the whole conference in the fold. I'm not mad at that neither.
Elevate it and bring a conference in the fold. That way you have a unified college football experience.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? It's not like
they take 12 HBCUs and elevate all them some guns, put them all in one conference, get them all elevated. They all recruiting top 5 and 4 star athletes. They can put up some of the best recruiting classes with the Alabamas and Georgias.
Right.
And go put them and then have them go start beating up the SEC, the Big 10, the Pac-12, Big 12, ACC, whoever else want to get their ass whooped.
Right.
That I would love that. I would absolutely love to see a model like that, where you see Dion, Eddie George, and now they got Hugh Jackson and Grambling. Hell, Jerry Rice goes back to Mississippi Valley State. Michael Strahan goes to Texas Southern. Who else can you name that's been a big? Robert Mathis goes back to Alabama A&M, and they start getting all these big names that have done great things in the NFL, and they go back to some HBCU where they had some kind of tie to, or obviously, Dion didn't have ties to Jackson State, but say a Southern gets who's a top dog that you can get off the top of your name. Hell, he may not even have to be black. What if Tom Brady all of a sudden wants to go get some coaching, and now he's coaching at damn Southern? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think Tom Brady is a coach, but go ahead.
But I'm saying
I'd rather have Peyton Manning than Tom Brady.
But regardless,
what did you mean?
But Peyton Manning, he wants to. I'm pretty sure he has decided. What if he decides to jump on the train and next thing you know, he's coaching one of those Louisiana HBCUs.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't reject that. That still brings eyes to the product. That still elevates the HBCU and what's trying to be done.
Right. You get one of the best quarterback minds.
Yeah.
Football minds too. Yeah.
Ray Lewis decides to coach. You know what I'm saying? And what if these HBCUs start getting more coaches and recognizable names in their offices?
Bowie State.
Boy, I mean, I'm just saying.
He always in Baltimore. He's kind of stay doing things in Baltimore. We go to Bowie State, and that's how I elevate that program.
Bruh, a dominant conference of all HBCUs. I would love it, and see them take down some of these power schools. But interesting, Jackson State did their thing. They beat the dog piss out of FAMU.
Yeah, they did. They look good, man.
Boy, they look real good. Deion got them boys playing. You right, dog. I feel you on that. Deion got them playing. Well, he's setting the standard, man. He's setting the standard. Your boys, Michigan, the Maize and Blue. Y'all,
I watched the game.
Yeah, y'all took care of business.
51-7.
I mean, y'all usually
it look good, but it's. I'm gonna say this.
It's hard to gauge.
It's because they play Colorado State.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: for a long time. Well, no, I'm trying to think how to put it in words. So you would see them play like they opening game. They used to play somebody, like
Cupcake.
Colorado State, Cupcake, and they wouldn't dog them.
Yeah.
This first time I seen in a long time, they actually did what they're supposed to do: dog a team that's lower than you.
Hey! I know you hate hearing about Appalachian State. I know you hear.
I never ever lived that down. Every time I hear about Appalachian State, it happens, man. That was the beginning of the end.
That was the day, but
that's when it started going down too.
Man, but you know what? Here's my issue with your boys in Maize and Blue, and this is the only issue I got with y'all. I think y'all need to beef up y'all schedule like Ohio State does. Y'all want to compete with Ohio State? What does Ohio State do? Year in and year out, they are a ranked team that takes on a ranked team in the first week.
Yeah.
And so what you lose in the first week, more than likely you'll be there in the conversation come December. You'll be there. So I think y'all gotta
start to Florida, Matt. We'll get to Florida.
Y'all gotta start beefing up y'all week one.
Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing. They played last year. They played Washington.
Come on, man.
Washington is not a cupcake team. I mean, they're not. They
a step above Colorado State. Let's not do that.
One day, was it Utah they played one the year before last? Utah State.
Okay, Utah's fair because as Matt alluded to it, Florida made sure they took care.
Yeah,
of
so so like they play cupcakes all the time. But I would like to see it too. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of torn between both. I kind of like the idea of you playing someone. I don't think you should play no one like cupcake. I think you should play someone that gives you like a preseason
competition. Yeah,
competition like you play. And I just get on this rhythm before we go into the conference play.
Now I know that
Ohio State didn't look good. They didn't look good at all.
I was about to get to that. Ohio State looked like they were struggling a little bit on the offensive side.
They were struggling, bro. Then when a man got hurt, they really were struggling. If Notre Dame had a better offense, they would have dog walked them.
So that's my thing. I don't know whether it was good Notre Dame defense and good Ohio State defense.
Oh, Notre Dame defense looked pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's just that their offense just wasn't that great. It wasn't clicking. They couldn't get nothing going. I mean,
it got stagnant real quick.
You got a freshman playing, so that's
stagnant real quick.
Yeah. So I think if they would have had they'd have played a team with a good offense, they probably dog walked them. Cause it stayed like 10-7 on to third quarter, right?
Yeah.
Then they finally, Ohio State finally clicked and they got 21 points. But shoot, that was towards the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? I think, and it's not like I'm just being a objective.
No. Look, usually I could tell when you being real biased, but
right.
I mean, I was watching the game and literally I'm just like, Ohio State looks flat on offense through majority of this game, and I guess they finally got tired and just like, we need to kick it into another gear and let's go. And then they finally started moving the ball.
When you looked at their defense, was strong.
That defense is what kept them in the game.
Yeah, but it didn't look strong and dominant. When you see Ohio State defense, it's usually dominant.
Okay.
It didn't look dominant. The offensive line looked pretty good because they was able to run the ball. But it's just like the timing with the quarterback and the receivers, CJ Stroud and the receivers off. Now, part of it because you know, I can't think of my man's name, but their top receiver got hurt.
Number 11, yeah.
Yeah, he was hurt. So that guy, I might have thrown his rhythm off too. He used to have
one of them
him
hyphen Negroes.
Right. Used to bail him out.
What's up with all these Negroes with the hyphens in your name? Come on, man.
I gotta honor my mom and my daddy. I guess. But you know, so I don't know, man. It be I now that's why I'm gonna be interested to see the next game they playing, how they do.
Yeah,
they look flat again. I'm just thinking Ohio State is not gonna have it, and it could really speak to, is Ryan Day a good coach, or he just benefiting from having the leftover from Urban Meyer?
No, I mean, I think Ryan Day is actually a good coach. He's still been. I mean, yeah, we'll see. But I mean, in other college football world news, I mean,
hey, did Florida play?
Yeah, Florida got a. They were unranked, they beat Utah, who was ranked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they won.
That actually was a good game, though.
It was. It came down to the wire. I don't know whoever is making their schedules in the Pac-12, but cancel this kickoff classic shit with the SEC. Cancel it. No more of this kickoff classic where you travel all the way from the West Coast to go down south to just get your ass whooped.
Right, you could just play Madden.
Hey,
call it a day.
Look, Georgia national champions come out in their home state and put an absolute beat down on them Ducks, man. Hey, I turned that game off at halftime, bro. I turned it off. Matter of fact, I was like, I got time to go run a couple of errands until 7:30,
right?
Because this game is done. It was done. I mean, whoever is your schedule makers in the Pac-12, cancel this kickoff classic every year. The
Sun Belt, or play American Conference or something.
Oh no, y'all stay on the West Coast and play the Mountain West.
Play the Mountain West.
Play the Mountain West, because this is another year.
Montana State,
bro. This is another year that they had this kickoff classic with the Pac-12 and the SEC, and I don't know why the SEC is doing it to themselves. Right when I saw that schedule, and I was like, wait, 11th ranked Oregon, number 2 ranked Georgia. Oh man, they better dog walk the piss out of these boys. I said, boy, they about to do it to them, boy. Sure enough, 49-3.
They put that on them.
49-3.
But we gotta talk about the LSU and Florida State game.
Boy, boy. I'm glad we got to this, because I couldn't wait to laugh at this, because
it was a good game.
In true Brian Kelly fashion, they lose in Brian Kelly fashion.
Yes.
That's the only way. That's
the dang old kick, right? I want to bring this up. I want to bring this up. That call when they go talk, we're gonna review the play. That was garbage,
bro. Let's talk about that.
Absolute
no.
Garbage,
hold on. No, they need to review it because he did fall in bounds.
Right, but there's already lined up hiking the ball. It's like, oh, we're gonna blow the whistle dead.
Okay, so here's my thing.
You give the opposing team the advantage. Now they can rest. They can substitute. You know what I'm saying? Now what are they gonna score?
Look, I get what you're saying, but so to me, once he gave the first down, they are supposed to stop the clock, set the chains, and then once everybody's set, it should have been that 1 second left. So if I'm Florida State coach Norvell, I wouldn't have called that timeout. He should not have called that timeout, because once they made that call that he was down inbounds, and once we get the chain set and on my referee whistle will start play, I would have been like, hey, I'm not gonna. Why would I stop and give them time to come up with a play by calling a timeout? He should not have called a timeout. He should have just had his defense be like, hey, play like some kind of goal line zone, be ready, and make a play, but force LSU to scramble because they don't have no timeouts and can't stop the clock. Once it's on referee whistle, you get 1 second. You better hike the ball, otherwise game over. So I would have put them in that more pressure packed situation and force them to make a mistake instead of calling the timeout and giving them time to actually draw up a play. I don't know why he did that. I saw that. I was like, no, don't call the timeout. Don't call the timeout. Like, why would you do that? Like, I think if he looks back at it, he probably doesn't do that, but he got saved by that block kick, bro. He got saved by that shit.
Now, I'll say this too. LSU looked sluggish throughout the game.
Oh my gosh. LSU did not look like LSU, bro.
They was looking horrible, man. It wasn't
bro,
like
you know what they look like?
A Brian Kelly team.
A Brian Kelly Notre Dame team just in purple and gold. That's exactly what they look like.
Yep.
It's like, where's the excitement at on this squad?
And then it's like some of the stuff they was doing. So I can't think of the guy's name, but number 7, big guy. He was running through them, and then when they had like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, he takes them out and put the smaller back in. I'm like, what the heck? What is he doing?
Brian Kelly shit.
I'm like, that didn't make any sense at all. My man was like running through them, and then he's like, oh, 3rd and 2, yeah, take the big guy out, put the little guy in. That's like a Marshawn Lynch Super Bowl thing.
Let's put the little guy in short yardage situations.
Right. I mean, I can see my man wasn't like running through it. He was running through them. Florida State was not stopping him. He was dragging them boys, and he was taking them out. I was like, this does not make any sense.
I
didn't understand it.
There's a lot of things I didn't understand in that game, but I'm with you 1,000%. LSU just looks just boring.
Yeah, I don't think they had going good for them. They had a great pass rush. Yeah. Now that quarterback, what's his name, Jordan, from Florida State.
From then, from Florida State.
Yeah, he looked nice, man, because he had a couple passes he was throwing. He had my man he had a couple people in his face. And the one touchdown he threw, my man called it one hand.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice throw, bro.
Yeah,
because like he had 2 people in his face, and he had the blitz on. And he threw a nice pass.
So you saying Florida State bad?
It looked good, man. I mean, the first game can't count. They played was it Duquesne? You can't count that game.
No, I ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't counting that. They supposed to do that.
They're playing a little league. You know what I'm saying? That don't count.
And they didn't even blow their ass out the water.
Right. But it looked good against LSU. I mean, some of that was LSU giving them opportunities, but the quarterback looked pretty good. And like I said, LSU was getting good pass rush, man. So they need to shore up the offensive line. Florida State needs to.
Hey,
and Ward, their running back Ward is pretty good. Florida State.
But I'm glad we're talking about this because here's my thing, man. I've never been big on Brian Kelly.
I haven't either, man.
I've never been big on Brian Kelly. He's going to give you regular season wins. All right. Mm-hmm. That's what he's going to give you. But when it comes down to the big games and into December, late January, early January game play, his team always gets folded like a lawn chair. All right. Mm-hmm. Look, when he got the job to LSU, I'm just like, like, all right now, to me, if I'm a recruit, there's no way I can just go to you. I seen what your rap sheet is.
Right.
So what you join the SEC? So what you join LSU? You just left a very financial school in Notre Dame.
Well, Notre Dame still is a prestigious school.
But I'm saying, like if you're talking about finances, Notre Dame got money.
They got money.
And
they pay all these lawsuits from the priests. You know they got money.
And you probably got some of the best facilities throughout the college football ranks.
Right.
You got your own TV deal with NBC. You don't fight with nobody else on revenue.
Right.
And you're well known, well recognized, and dare I say even more than LSU.
In some cases, yes.
So when you go to LSU, you in the big dog conference, and just don't think just because you're in the big dog conference, you're automatically gonna get the recruits. If I'm a recruit, I'm like, yo, bro, you the same guy that goes up against these SEC teams in January and get your dome kicked in.
Right.
So you the same dude. You gonna bring the same philosophy down from Notre Dame down to the SEC team? It's still not gonna make no difference. You still gonna get your ass whooped.
Still.
Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't see a lot of success for Brian Kelly and LSU.
That's all right.
I don't.
I
do not see a lot of success because
that game right there showed me that he ain't ready to do it.
I don't think he's going to have the recruits enough to even
Florida State.
there.
You know, Florida State was look better. They not Georgia. They not Alabama.
No.
They're not Florida.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they play against Tennessee because Tennessee last year looked pretty good this year.
Damn, Vanderbilt might get their ass. Boy.
Yeah, Kentucky might get them.
I think Kentucky can get them. You know, I'm being for real. I think Arkansas had a good game with Cincinnati.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, go down the list of all these SEC teams, and I don't see a lot of teams.
Cool with me.
I don't see a lot of teams in it. Once they get the SEC conference play, I think it's a done deal for Brian Kelly.
It's a wrap, man.
I think it's a wrap.
Yeah, I think it's a wrap.
I think he might. He better be lucky to get 5-6 wins this year.
Mm-hmm. And most of his probably out of conference.
Oh yeah. He's gonna have to get all his out of conference wins, and already lost one. So, but I just don't see it. Like, just because you go from Notre Dame to LSU, and obviously you can sit here and say, "Oh, you get better recruits in the SEC." Yeah, you do get better recruits. They're not bad at
all, Matt. They're not.
You do get better recruits, but they actually got to want to come.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just looking at your resume, Brian Kelly. You don't win against SEC teams, period. Now you're going to play them at least more than half your schedule? I'm signing up to lose? No, that ain't what I came here to do, player. I ain't signing up to lose.
I'm good, boss. I'm good.
I'm going to go to one of these other SEC teams and
I think
ass.
LSU was desperate at the Orgeron. They wanted to get somebody in there. And he was probably the biggest name looking up.
If you couldn't get Lincoln Riley, then just hire within and promote within.
I agree.
Don't force it. The Brian Kelly ain't it, Chief.
He is not it.
He ain't.
I didn't see the USC game. How did Lincoln Riley look in the game?
Oh, come on, man. They dog walked some. I think San Diego State.
That's what it was. Okay.
San Jose State.
San Jose. Okay. I didn't see that.
It wasn't no competition. So
I like watching because I was actually watching like Wyoming and Nevada. I like watching those kind of games.
Oh, like some of those Mountain West.
Yeah, the ones you don't really get to see a lot. Sometimes those be some good games.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain West. I love to watch the Ohio Valley.
Yeah.
On like the MAC
Mid-American the Ohio Bobcats against Miami of Ohio and stuff like
Bowling
that.
Green and
Bowling Green.
Like that.
That's
Toledo.
Roethlisberger went to Miami, Ohio.
Never mind.
Rappersburger.
Rappersburger. Come on, man. Come on. Relax over there. Rappersburger. Look, but hey, great kickoff to football season. I mean, it gets no better than this. Yes, Arizona beat San Diego State with one of your many other teams that you like, man. But no, great kickoff weekend to and that crazy game between App State and North Carolina was nuts.
No, ECU and
North Carolina.
Oh my God, that was a great game. They stopped my man on the cold. They pussy back to the 20.
Hey, bro. This is why I hated kickers on my football team, bro. This is why I hated kickers. First of all, dude missed an extra point to have the tie game to begin with, and then you missed the game winner. Pushed it. But we gotta fight, dog. For real, we gotta fight, dog. All that bumping and bruising and physical.
All you do is sit on the sideline, wait to kick the ball, bro, and you can't do that.
You got one job. One job.
One job, bro. One.
Yo,
You literally sitting on the sideline chilling. You ain't looking at film. What film you looking at? You know what I'm saying? You're not watching film. You're not watching tape. You're not learning schemes. All you have to do is come in.
You practice your kicks.
You practice your kicks on every now and then on the sideline. That's all you're doing.
Matter of fact, we don't even need you to pay attention to the game. Just practice your kicks.
All right, you practice your kicks, man. And go get
we'll call you.
Yeah, go get some Starbucks. You ain't doing that.
Kicker!
All right.
We'll call you.
We send you on a beer run.
Hey, boy, them damn kickers make you want to hurt them, dog. I'm telling you.
You don't be tackling nobody. Hey, only got the kicker to beat. Oh, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Unless you just force him out of bounds. He ain't tackling him. Unless you Pat McAfee or somebody.
Like, come on, man. I just don't understand how the hell you got one job and you failing. and we did all this fighting back and clawing and physical hitting to even be in the game, and you mess around and miss the field goal.
Right.
Damn it, you motherfucker. We gotta fight, dog. We gotta fight.
For real.
We gotta scrap. So I mean, I don't know, man.
But I mean, it makes for
App State scored 40 points in the quarter, dog.
If you don't have no dog in the fight, it just makes it a entertaining game.
Yeah, we did have some entertaining college football, but hey, man, we got to talk a little bit of baseball.
Oh, let's get to it, Matt. You ready, Matt?
Just a little bit. I know. Not too long ago, I said don't freak out, Yankees fans. I know I said don't freak out.
You're right, Matt.
Had a little bit of a bad month in August, and I said, nah, it's just the ups and downs of just the baseball world. It is what it is, and it happens. I don't know, y'all boys better ring the alarm because boy, shit is getting bad in New York City.
Then what's name get hurt too?
Andrew Benintendi just hit
Benintendi. It's IL.
And there's been, what do we say with the Yankees? Injuries, and the bats can't get cold.
Mm-hmm.
So here's
ready.
So here's what happened. Literally. So this is before the month of August. The Yankees ranked first in runs per game, home runs, slugging percentage, on base percentage was second. After the month of August, they are 25th in runs per game, tied for 15th in home runs, 25th in on base percentage, 26th in slugging percentage. Ring the alarms. I'll be damned if you Yankees fans don't ring the alarm, because y'all better get ringing them damn alarms. Y'all better do what you can to do to wake your team up, because that cushion that you so desired ain't there no more. We in the last month, and you have a 5.5 game lead over Tampa Bay, 6 games over Toronto, 9.5 over Baltimore, 14 over the hated Red Sox. So that whole division ain't out of it.
Not Red Sox, sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, Red Sox. Yeah, they're out of it.
Out of it.
Red Sox is gonna be the Red Sox. They not there. But that whole month of August set y'all back and has brought the rest of the division closer. So that whole cushion and that whole skate, and we just got to worry about the Houston Astros. No.
But they look good. They just smashed on. Who they beat up? Angels 9-1. I watched that game.
It's Angels, dog.
Yeah, I'm still.
It's Angels. Come on, man. There's a reason to hit it, man. Your bats ain't getting warmed up yet. Aaron Judge is still the only one that's pretty much hitting.
Mm-hmm. You lost Benattini.
You keep getting players going on the IL list. You're getting hurt, and your bats are getting cold. Two things you can't happen. Hey, man. I ain't gonna say it. Yeah, y'all still in first place, but your lead is getting smaller by the day.
I mean, if you go backward, you keep going backwards, eventually the person that's behind you gonna go in front of you.
Gonna catch up.
That's just how it is.
That whole month of August really messed up the projection of what y'all really are and what y'all really look like.
And y'all was saying we was looking good too, man. I was like, oh yeah, go ahead, Yankees. I see you.
Because everything was perfect. Weren't getting hurt. Pitching was good. Hitting overall as a team was good. It's like y'all couldn't do no wrong. And then all of this, then now, since August, it's like, hell. All the shit we doomed of what is going to mess up our season is here, right on our front doorstep.
I don't know, man. I still listen. This ain't KC or Detroit. Oh, you know Detroit season over with. So
it's always right.
It was over before it started.
It was over in April.
Right. For real. Spring training was over with.
Yeah. Look.
I don't know what's up with the Tigers, man. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. I mean, I always say, the Yankees are my second favorite team. So I don't know, man. It's just not looking good. But I think they're gonna turn it back on for the postseason. I'm gonna stick with that.
I'm not saying they missed the postseason, but Aaron Boone
I'm saying they're gonna turn it on for the postseason. I think it's gonna.
Yeah, but Aaron Boone got to do something to stop the bleeding, man. All right, I get it. Players are getting hurt. I get it. That's part of the game. You gotta find a way to make adjustments with your batters. You gotta make a way with some kind of adjustments with your pitching. Maybe make certain different either rotation or lineup changes that you normally wouldn't. You gotta find a start. You gotta find a spark. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta find a way to get these boys playing ball again.
I agree, bro.
And look, I've said it numerous times. It's not like Aaron Boone has been one of the Yankees' favorites as a manager. He was getting bailed up all that winning so far this year, but now shit has hit the fan, and here comes that chat again about good old Aaron Boone again.
Right.
So at some point, you gotta figure out something. You know, I mean, it's just, to me, it's weird. But no, shout out to Aaron Judge as he hits his 54th home run today. Hell, what about Albert Pujols? What about?
He was good.
Boy, Albert Pujols is doing something ridiculous, man.
He is. I mean, it's good, man. I like to see that, man. You know, he on his victory lap. So, you know, he go out on top. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, he had a storied career, and this is the end of your career, and you looking like this. I'm happy for him.
I'm just trying to figure out, like,
I'm gonna check him for steroids though.
What you mean?
Just kidding. Check for steroids.
Hey man, leave Albert alone, man. Don't do that. Leave Albert alone. Hey, but I'll say this: for what a 42-year-old is doing,
he doing steroids.
Man,
him and Tachi hooking up.
Man, come on, man. Stop. No, I'm just saying, damn, he's literally at the pace that he's been on lately too. He be getting pitches glued to him. Hey, still, for him to keep knocking them the hell out the park, it's still a sight to see.
Yeah,
Still a sight to see.
For his age, man, and this time in his career, that's good, man.
I think it's a great story. I think
it's a good story, man.
Come on, you want to see him? You want to see him get to 700 before the season,
right?
And was he at 696? Was he at 696?
I think so. Yeah.
Come on,
man. He hit 700, retires. Man, that's good for baseball.
Uh-huh.
It's a story to follow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Baseball needs this. It's something for you. Let's follow it. It's almost like not quite as much hype, but almost like the McGuire and Sammy Sosa home run chase. You know, it's something. All right, he's gonna get 700. And to me, here's where baseball is dropping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you're not getting a lot of people pushing this. This should be the story baseball should be pushing.
They should have an Albert Pujols counter every night.
Right. They should be pushing this. Like it did with the home runs. They should be pushing this.
Yeah.
Albert Pujols to 700. Get people watching. Get people
into 700.
Like the casual fan be like, well, let me tune in. If a Pujols fan there, let me go ahead and watch this game. Mm-hmm. See if you get, you know what I'm saying? That's history.
Yeah.
But that once again, baseball is dropping the ball. And you know what I'm saying? People give you a softball and you still missing the pitch. Come on, baseball. Come on.
Like this is the easiest way to grab fans. Casual fans.
Yeah, you get your casual fans like this. 695, I think he's out. Matt says at 695.
Either way, he got at least a relatively under a month to get it done. And at the rate he's been going, he could get 4 home runs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. This is when they should have the Albert Pujols chase to 700 counter on all the sports channels.
All the sports channels.
Matter of fact, you should be calling ESPN. Hey man, when y'all running a segment about the Cardinals, run the counter to Albert Pujols 700, please. I would be, or hell, make your own goddamn commercials. You got the money to do it. You know, he isn't. It's not breaking records. It doesn't necessarily have to break records. It's just that it's a milestone that not most players are reaching in baseball. Not everybody's reaching 700 home runs.
It's something to get people caught on to. You know what I'm saying?
So who's in the 700 home run category? Is is Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds? Who else?
I don't know.
Is that it?
No, there's a few more. There's a few more than that. I just can't remember right now.
Because I remember Hank Aaron was 715.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Barry Bonds is past him. So I mean, what's career home run list? Let me pull it up. Come on, man. You usually our stat guy. What are you doing, man? So let me see the list real quick. Okay, so Barry Bonds is 762, Hank Aaron 755, Babe Ruth at 714. That's it. This is a milestone type of situation. So if Albert Pujols hit 700, I mean, you talking about how long baseball has been going on. You put him in the same category with Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds. I think Pujols deserves to be in that list.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, it's still that's why they should be pushing it. Because okay, you're not a oh, there you go. He must have been a late response to the thing. You're not a casual baseball fan, Matt. So to you it's like, okay, well, it's whatever. Mm-hmm. But to the people who casually watch baseball, and they put this out, he's part of the 700 club. Only 3 people in the 700 club, and push that narrative. You get casual people to watch it because you think about go back to the home run race
in '98. Yeah.
People was like that wasn't really watching baseball. They was tuning. I'm gonna go home and watch the game, see if Sosa gonna hit it or if McGuire gonna hit it. Really, that's how it was. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know how many you made me cats in the hood? I saw a dude that sent me social kiss.
Right.
You be like, bro,
Right.
you ain't never did that. Man, I've been watching that Sammy Sosa.
Yeah. Now Sammy Sosa look like Matt.
He do though. He do though.
Real.
He do though. Of course, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
I'm not mad. I'm not mad if they push that because I think me and Mel have always been in that boat where Major League Baseball needs to be pushing the young stars who are doing phenomenal things. You know, before Fernando Tatis got popped, I said push him.
Yeah, but they should be pushing that too. But I'm saying, here's the thing: young generation don't care about Pujols, unfortunately.
And that's fine. But at least
they don't care about Pujols. But I'm saying they care about
the situation
that goes behind it. There's a difference.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know Pujols. Who cares? But if you push that narrative, it's something to watch. It's something to get people excited about things that they that you put in front of them. It's almost like that FOMO. What am I missing out on? I want to miss out on that record. So you push it as a FOMO type thing. Hey, you gotta get the milestone, place in history. You know, he been 4-person added to it. People will tune into that because they don't want to miss out. So yeah, they might not care about Pujols, but they care about the narrative. And I think push the narrative, and you'll get some viewership on baseball. You hope that it'll catch on and a few people will stick. So if you get 100,000 people watch it and you get 20,000 stick, you added 20,000 to your bottom line.
I just thought about something because you just said it, narrative, and it's weird because in my opinion, in order to reach this younger youthful generation, is they need a reason to. And that's when the narrative fits for certain things, is because give these certain individuals a narrative or a reason to watch it or take the time out to spend Hey,
hit the button back. I was reaching on the turn.
We go hard in the mother paint. What you saying? What the fuck you? Pow, pow, pow. No,
side note. I had to bring this up. It's a side note. Did you see his name is on the list? Did you see the 50 worst rappers list?
Oh yeah, I know he on there.
But some of the people, they put Cardi on there. I don't think Cardi should be on there. Is she a great rapper? No, but she should be on part of the 50 worst.
I'm fine with her on there.
They got Eazy-E on there.
Well, I mean, Easy really wasn't.
But I mean, if you put him on there, you got to put Cube on there because Cube wrote his raps.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
No, hold on, sir. We are not going to diminish Ice Cube for that because
I'm not diminishing Ice Cube. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but hold on.
Eazy on the list, and Eazy didn't even write it.
Yeah, but I'm saying he may not have wrote it. Cube wrote some good shit. My thing is how about the delivery of it? You know, maybe Eazy-E could have done better.
What's going on, man?
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
What's up, Spirit of Detroit podcast? What's happening with you, man?
Shout out Spirit of Detroit podcast. What up, though? Maybe Eazy could have done better delivering it. How about that?
Yeah. Okay, I get you that, but still, I don't think he should be on the list. I know it's like,
come on, y'all saw the movie. He was struggling.
That song is iconic. You cannot say that song is iconic.
That song is iconic. What about the rest of Eazy-E shit? What about it?
Pre-Ice Cube. Like Eazy does it album, fire.
Post Ice Cube, you already know what's up. You already know what's up.
DOC and Ran writing this mess. Okay,
you know what's up.
He shouldn't be on the list. That's all I'm saying. He shouldn't be on the list. Period. But anyway, let's get on back to sports. I just want to throw a side note. Good to see real YouTubers. Wishing them success.
I know we make sure, man. Same to y'all, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go to Spirit Detroit podcast, man, and check them out. Give them a like. and subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, man, we've been getting a lot of love ever since.
Man, I said this in my last video. I want to say this. I had gave a lot of props to the Buffalo Mafia people.
Bills Mafia.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why Bills Mafia people, but man, Detroit been standing up, bro. I have to give props to Detroit. They've been standing up, man. They've been spamming my page. They've been standing up, man. I give props to all Detroit Lions fans out there. They've been standing up. We compete with Bills Mafia. Not
for real. Hey, man, we've been getting mad traffic from both Bills Mafia and Detroit Lions ever since the No Name podcast dropped. So for all you Detroit Lions fans and lovers of Detroit Lions, make sure you hit up the No Name podcast dedicated to the Detroit Lions. So yeah, yes, thank you for your service, Spirit of Detroit. Definitely for that. But look, man, we getting closer. We keep getting closer and closer to
close.
We keep getting closer and closer to this Thursday, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know the big homie Nick has been tied up with working all that, but on Thursday, we'll be airing at 6:00 as we do one quick hour and get you guys excited for the kickoff of the NFL, Buffalo and LA. So we'll definitely we'll give our predictions for both the Jets, Lions, and Chiefs. And then we'll give like MVP predictions, Super Bowl predictions, way too early predictions, obviously. And so basically, make sure y'all definitely tune in this Thursday for that. I mean, man, what else been going on in the sports world? Obviously, we're full go. We're at full tilt football now.
You know what I'm excited about?
What's that?
This year's hockey season, bro. I think it's gonna be a good season.
Really?
I am, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I want Tampa Bay to win.
I did want Tampa Bay to win last year.
I want Tampa Bay to win, and the reason why, because there's not too many American-based hockey teams that won 3 in a row, and no one done 4 in a row. That's an American team. I mean, I think Toronto done it once. I know they won at least 4 times. I can't remember if they won all 4.
Mm-hmm.
Edmonton did at least 3 or 4, and the Canadians did at least 3 or 4. But outside of that, I don't think any American team did 3 in a row that I can remember.
Yeah,
they haven't. So I wanted to see Tampa Bay do it. I looked the stat up a long time ago. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so I would love to have seen them do it. But I mean, Colorado looks strong, man. They look strong, and I love to see what they do again this year. I like what Eiserman doing with the Red Wings. It's still gonna be a while before he finally turn the team around, but they're going in the right direction. All 3 Detroit teams seem like they're going in the right direction, except for the Tigers. For real, except for the Tigers, bro. It's like I like what the Pistons doing. I like what Troy Weaver's doing with the Pistons. I like what Eiserman doing with the Red Wings. And I like what Brad Holmes is doing with the Lions. The Tigers, bring back Tom Monahan. Because Illustrator ain't doing nothing with him. Bring back Monahan. When Monahan was there, they winning.
They at least attempted to win a championship.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Bring back the Domino Pizza guy. When they switched from Domino's to Little Caesars, they went downhill. I don't even know if Monahan still owned Domino's, but at the time he owned Domino's.
Nah.
Well, shout out to your cousin, man. Tell him I appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to your kinfolk. Man, as much as I love football, college football, high school football, and now NFL is about to kick off. Man, I'm actually excited for the stretch of Major League Baseball.
I hate to say it. That I think this is to me. I think this stretch into October is the best part of baseball.
Oh, without a doubt. Because I mean, just look at the stories. I mean, obviously you got. Let's see if the Yankees could change their winning or their losing ways lately, and no, I mean call it what it is, and fend off pretty much the rest of the AL East, because I mean that gap that they had in that cushion is damn near close to evaporating completely. You're going to see Cleveland, Minnesota, Chicago White Sox in the AL Central come down to the wire. There's two games in between all three of those teams. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Here's a question for you. If the White Sox do not make the postseason or barely get in, it depends on what's going on with his health. You get rid of the manager.
They shouldn't even brought La Russa back.
Well, we don't know what's going on with his health now, but if
they shouldn't have hired him from the beginning. He's one of the old heads of baseball. They just won't go away. He just won't go away.
What up, though?
What I'm saying? Just won't go away. So my thing is if they
me too, man. Hard Knocks got me excited about the Lions too, bro.
It's okay to move on from that old way of thinking that
that's it right there. They got too much talent.
Too much.
I hate the White Sox, but
they got too much talent. But there's too much talent on that squad
for them to be losing the way they are.
They underachieving like hell.
Right.
Yeah, I figured it was LaCour. It ain't too many Lions fans, man.
If it was on YouTube, I would know who it was. The fact it's on our Facebook page, I knew it had to be LaCour.
No, yeah, I do it. But so I think that's going to be an interesting race between the AL Central and the East. The West is already won in my opinion. Seattle at this point is only trying to get a good wild card seat, and Houston's got that on lock. And then you got to look at the NL East. The Mets and the Braves keep going back and forth, man. There's one game separating them. Can St. Louis fend off the Milwaukee Brewers? How much can Albert Pujols play a part in that?
I love to see the Brewers do it, man.
Oh yeah,
just because who they are, so I'd love to see the Brewers do it.
I hear you.
You right, LaCour. You're right. I love to see the Brewers do it, bro. I mean, here's the thing. I like teams I like to see do it. Brewers, Padres, of course. I hate to even utter this. Mets. Who else? Because here's the thing. Atlanta already won. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Tigers fan first, but I'm a Yankees fan second. But Yankees already have his. Yankees already have his
blasphemy.
It's not blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
No cap. I watch it. Pujols and the Cardinals, man. Right? Yeah.
I would love to see Pujols go out on top, bro.
Yeah, you mean like go out?
No. I'm talking about on top. Win the World Series.
Right.
I'd love to see it.
It'd be a great story. It'd be a great story.
It'd be a great story.
It'd be a great story.
I'm talking about. All right. So let him finish up the regular season with 700 home runs. Be the fourth man to do it, and then help his team win a World Series. And he'll be the World Series MVP. He'll knock 2-3 home runs, 8 RBIs. They'll give him MVP in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
8-9 RBIs.
Yeah, point, man. Man, that'll be a great story. You're right. I like that. I do like that.
Come on, I would like that. And to Matt's point, Goldschmidt, who is underrated for some reason, spent many years in Arizona, tucked away within that Diamondbacks organization, and he was putting up MVP numbers like year in and year out, and just got buried. in Arizona. Nolan Arenado got buried in Colorado, but hell of a great talent.
And
They go to
there's two franchises I like to see elevated.
with Colorado and Arizona.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say this: they usually have their moments where they make certain spurts and they pop out, and they like obviously Diamondbacks in 2001 against the Yankees win that World Series. Colorado made a couple of World Series appearances.
Right.
Gotta get shit on though. They got
Cobra like the Lakers. They think they are the best. I mean, but Dodgers have talent, man. You can't deny the talent. They like they'll have the Lakers didn't have as near as much talent as the Dodgers have.
Dodgers is loaded with talent, man.
So I mean, it's not like Lakers won with AD barely limping in there. They didn't have Westbrook at the time. It was just him and Lamar, him and LeBron. That was it.
Hey man, I don't think we got enough time left in this show. I'm gonna say this, LaCour, about the Angels.
The Angels need to do like the Raiders do, just squat and keep finding a city that love them.
Until find a city that loves them, they need to get out of Cali.
They need to get out of Cali.
If you ask me, I think the Angels should be that team that goes to Vegas for baseball.
I like that. They get plenty of support, bro. They get plenty of support.
Plenty of support because I being stuck in LA, Anaheim, behind the Dodgers, behind the Padres down in San Diego.
And behind the A's, really.
No, I ain't gonna go to the A's. I ain't gonna go that far. They're terrible. And A's, San Francisco Giants aren't too far away neither. Yeah. They get buried behind them. So they keep getting buried by three other teams whose fan bases who actually wins. And they actually contend for World Series championships. Well, not San Diego so much, but I mean, obviously San Diego has a lot of buzz around them. But man, come on, man. I can't. Angels are up for sale apparently, and so whoever buys them, I hope they.
Vegas, man.
First thing they discuss is get the hell up out of Anaheim.
Yeah, I hope it's Vegas, man.
Get the hell up out of there.
I love to see Vegas. That all they need is a football. No, I mean not football teams. They got baseball. They got basketball. I mean, they don't have basketball. They need basketball.
Basketball and baseball is what they're missing.
Yeah, so they get Anaheim. They have a baseball team. I already got a hockey team. I already got a football team. All I need is a basketball team.
Mm-hmm. They gonna have to do it.
And they have plenty of money.
Yeah.
They might have more guys arrested in Vegas.
Hey, something about Vegas. Motherfuckers keep getting arrested.
Man, you can't help it, bro.
Can't help it. But anyway, hey, that's our show today, y'all. Appreciate everybody hopping in, chopping it up with your boys. That is episode 183 in the books. Please don't forget, go on over to the Facebook channel and check out the video to sign up for the football pick'em contest that kicks off this Thursday. Get your money in and get your emails to us so we can get you into the I.O.W. football pick'em.
Yeah, I actually like Pudge, man. I'm with you on that. LaCour. I like Pudge.
Now, Pudge was my guy. Obviously, Yadier is the man. Honestly, I'm a Salvi Perez kind of guy.
Dang, I forgot about Curtis Granderson, Verlander. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Got a nice team.
Right. Tigers, y'all had some squads now. All right, now. Yeah, I don't know what
Kenny Rogers and his crazy pitching.
Anyways,
we up here. I'm gonna say this because I didn't get a chance to respond to what Don said. I do believe that the Eagles front seven is scary. That's gonna be scary for the Lions. So, but like I said in the video I put out, it's a good litmus test.
Yeah.
It's a good litmus test. So where we at? So I'll talk about it more on Thursday, but I just wanted to respond to his comment.
Yeah, no doubt. Appreciate the love and support from everybody. Bills Mafia.
Right.
The 313 been standing up. What up, though? Y'all been standing up for us. We've been getting a little bit of love from my KC peeps.
KC people, right?
So look, please keep tuning in, following us, showing us support, going over to YouTube. I.O.W. Sports Network is a YouTube channel. We're going to keep grinding, shining, doing what we do. As always, I am the Wildcard Mar, that guy, Detroit Mail, the man with the Grandmaster plan for the I.O.W. Network. And until Thursday, more than likely 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 184, come back and chop it up with us. It's been real.
What woman, sir? This is a hoe.
Peace and love.